Hi again, and we're going to put together another Cognac display today. We're going to start with just kind of showing you the parts as they're laid out, just so you see them. On this side, we've got the base. That's the unfinished part. 4 bolts that go to that base that's going to go through the bottom of that bottle. And then all of these brackets here, you've got 4 brackets. Those are your shelf brackets, and they're those inserted inside the bottle, as you can see there. Then we have the shelves that go over the brackets, which are those 4 right there. And then we've changed up this design to eliminate scratching of the graphic. So we have 2 halves that'll make the bottom that sit on top of these 2 bases right here. And then we have a cover that goes around the base just as a concealment to make it pretty. And then we have the clear shelf and halves versus one singular, so they're each and a half. They sit inside, they sit well, and it works out perfectly. So those are all parts and pieces, and now I'm going to go through a demonstration and put one together so you can basically do this yourselves. It's pretty simple and no tools. Okay, I'm going to take it and I'm going to basically put this in. If you have a cloth underneath you, this is one of our prototypes, so if you have a cloth underneath you, that's even better, or a carpet or something. It works out. I'm going to put this between my legs, like that. Putting that on, and just put that in there like that. Once we have our first one, pretty simple. That's pretty much done for that. 4 bolts, wing nuts, no tools. Stand it up. So 2 per top. Kind of take my bolts off, put them over here versus my pocket. Make it easy. There. Probably the best thing to do is get that first one in there like that. Like I said, I'm doing this for the first time with you guys. This way it's all the same experience. So again, so that one's on that side. What I'm going to do is put this one in, and I'm going to do the opposite side just for ease of installation. I'm going to hold this side, and I'm going to follow this hole here, and I'm going to do this like that. And see, there's live action for you. Repeating the process. And I'll take the shelves, and again, the top surface, bottom surface has the holes. That's all you gotta remember. Put these in place, just go ahead and line them in. You can see these marks, these grooves. And the grooves, you wanna basically line up. And I'll show you on the other side too, because you got more room there, cameraman. So we'll kind of show them on the other side and put that one in. So here, inserting these 2, slips right over it, line it up. What I'm lining it up is the edge of my track here with this track here. So this edge lines up with this edge lines up with that edge. And that's kind of, I'm doing that because it's basically that's how it was built. And then when you adjust it, you put your black screw tabs underneath, which I'll show you. That's what these are. These are black screw tabs. The short ones are for the shelves, the long ones are for the base. So they put them in this little thing here. So on the other side, basically we have 4 holes. Just zip it in there just like that. You can put in all 4, or you can just put in 2. It's just to keep it in place so it doesn't slide out. You have plenty for all of it. So don't freak out if you can't get one of them in. That's why there's 4. Okay. A little force on that, so that's that. Do the same to the bottom. guys, this space, it's very important that you see these holes up on top. If the holes are not on top, then you have it upside down. Make sure those holes are on top. And I'm going to give you an example of a mistake I made, because this is my first time. The holes here are on the bottom, so that means I didn't put that together correctly. That means this would have to be flipped over. So importantly that you see the holes on top like the other one. But for this demonstration, I'm showing you what not to do and what to do. Okay, that's all lined up nicely. For this purpose, I'm going to demonstrate this particular long one. It goes right here. You can see it, and you can see it here in the bottom. That's it. That secures it nice and tight. Okay. So now for what we're going to do here is use your acrylic guards for your bottles, and made it easier to pop in. You see, we put this in here like this, right at that edge. And I'm going to put that in there. Probably two. There we go. So it's a half unit. And just follow the groove and make sure it's nice and tight. Don't have any issues. It's easier to do than trying to feed the whole thing through like we had our original prototype. But we made some good modifications. You can see that. Now I don't have the tabs on this one, just for ease of making the video shorter. But you should have the tabs in first to make this happen. There it is. Put that in place. The shelf is in place. Nice and secure. That's that. So this covers the rail. Now repeat that for the second rail and third rail. Last piece I'm going to show you is this bottom cover. And what you do is when you take this bottom cover, is you take this H channel, you insert it like this. You're going to leave that towards the top. So that'll be your top. Okay, so we decided to do this a little bit differently. Change out the base. Showcasing that it's easier to put the ring in first. So we put the ring down first, and I'm kind of doing it. Put the ring down. You see this little lap right here? That's going to sit inside the groove. Now you can see the groove right over here. So this one's already in place. We had the ring down first. So we put this over it. That sets one side. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab this side. And you can see the groove here. That's pretty much what we're going to do, is follow that channel. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to lay it in there like that. I'm following it with my hand, just like that. And I'm putting it in position. And you can see it, how it sits down nicely. And then what you do is just take it, and that's your seam right there, and go ahead and take it and put this, zip that in, and we're done.